My name is Stefan, aka the Brother in Blue, and I'm joined by my sister and co-host,
Faith Lene.
Faith Lene. And welcome to the PK Vibez Podcast. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of excited to get this going. We've been talking about this for a while.
Long time.
I'm kind of glad to finally get it going. But we're gonna get into, just things we're excited to do with this podcast and what our goals are. But before we get into that, can I just say, I feel kind of underdressed right now because Faith, you are popping right now.
Okay, I'm popping.
The glasses, the fit.
Thank you.
I just have on this t-shirt.
But our outfits really, they really exuberate, if that's a word. Is that a word? They exuberate who we are as people. Yeah. I'm really the more one, and Stephanie's the more laid back one. So that's what it is. Our outfits really definitely represent who we are. So
especially thinking back to when we were kids. Yeah, I was definitely the more quiet one, and Faith was just like, woo.
And y'all will get to know us. Y'all, you get your chill vibes from Stefan and your hype vibes from me, and that's just what it's gonna be.
That's what it's gonna be. So, but anyways, before we get into talking about our podcast, I have a story that kind of contributes to this podcast, and it almost this. At one point, this podcast almost didn't happen, and that is, I was robbed, and they didn't leave money.
And they didn't leave money.
Shout out to those people who can get that reference.
Who can get the reference.
But yeah, I was robbed over just a couple weeks before the new year, and I definitely, I'll blame myself. Because she already shaking her head because she knows. But here's kind of what happened. So I was getting ready for a shoot because for those of you that don't know, I'm also a musician and I'm recording some things for that. And I was actually doing some prep work. What I do is I go up to a school that I teach music at, and I go in there and I practice and I get my recording done. So as I was coming home from that, I stop at the store, get my shopping done, whatever, and I guess I was so hungry or whatever. I was thinking about the food I was getting, and I immediately grabbed all my groceries. And I guess I forgot to lock my car on the way into my house.
He thought we was in the country, y'all, where you ain't got to lock your car.
Well, I don't know if I could. But I was like, man, we in a good neighborhood, too. And I was like, no. But, so I forget to lock my car. I bring my groceries in. And I leave my laptop, bag, everything in my car. So I wake up the next morning, planning to go down to the school again.
That's what you plan.
That's what I planned. And I decided to go through the front of my building. I don't normally go through the front of my building. I got keys. But so I go through the front of my building, and I noticed my mallet bag. I got it right here. My professional mallet bag with custom.
Show them. Okay, clean. Don't worry about it. Okay, don't.
Custom mallets.
The two-tones. What you know about the two-tones? Okay.
Yep. Shout out to Blue House. But so I go in the front and I see the bag just sitting there all open. I'm like, that's weird. Why are my mallets sitting in the front? So then I pick them up and I walk to my car. And I noticed the doors are slightly open. And I'm like, I was robbed.
Really no money snatched. All the stuff snatched.
So not only did they snatch up the laptop, they snatched up there was a little toy Yoshi that
Oh,
I
Lord.
won. Yeah, I'm a nerd, guys. Yoshi. It was like a little blue Yoshi that I won in a claw machine, like a virtual claw machine from like Japan. So they stole that. They stole my mask.
That's so nasty, by the way. That is so gross. Defeats the purpose.
Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to do with that mask. They stole. I like to keep like, and I probably shouldn't do this either, but I like to keep like a little gas money in my glove
I think
compartment.
everybody does that.
Do they?
Yeah, I was seeing an auction. I was looking at an auction, the Denver police auction, and I was looking at a picture, and they had a couple dollars in the little thing
Really?
for gas. And
Well,
I get in people's card, and it's
yeah.
either right there or it's underneath the little bifold thing.
Well, I don't know.
So yeah,
But
gas
so
money.
they took my gas money, and then I had a shoebox full of wrenches and tools and things to kind of help me out with my car. They took that too.
Take your toolbox and everything.
So it was maybe like 2 or 3 days after I was trying to figure out what to do, and I found. I eventually found the serial number to the laptop. First, I went to the place I bought it from, Micro Center, and just to kind of see what to do about it. And they're like, "Bro, we don't cover theft. Like, you should have turned your auto theft system on." I'm like, "Oh, well, shit."
Right. Right.
So,
But see,
go ahead.
y'all ready for God? Go ahead.
No.
What happened after that?
Okay, so well, hold on. Let's back up a little bit. Before that, I after I realized, Micro Center ain't gonna do nothing. I submitted a police report with a serial number and basically a list of everything they stole and approximations. The only thing I knew exactly. One more thing.
What?
So our mom bought me a tablet. A Windows tablet for Christmas years ago, which was like, I don't know, 5 years ago.
Years ago, like.
So they stole that too. But anyways, I made a list of everything they stole, and the only thing I knew the serial number of and exact price point was the laptop.
Okay.
And so I submitted that to the police, and they filed the report. About, I want to say, 2-3 weeks later.
Boom.
2 or 3 weeks later, I get a phone call from Blackhawk, of all places. For those of you that don't know, we live in Colorado. Blackhawk is like in the mountains. And
casino place.
Yeah, it's
Public casinos.
way in the mountains. So, and we don't live there, obviously.
We don't know that.
So, yeah, I get a call from Blackhawk, and I'm like, "Hello?" And the guy on the phone is like, "Hello, is this Mr. Mr. Stephan?" And I'm like, "Yes, this is him. What can I do for you?" And he's like, "This is Officer so-and-so with the Blackhawk Police Department. Did you file a report for a missing laptop?"
Ding, 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 ding.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I did."
Ding, ding, ding,
And he's
ding,
like,
ding.
"So we just caught in what was it? We just apprehended a culprit of because he stole a car, and we found a whole bunch of different electronics in his car,
Ding, 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 ding.
and we saw your serial number and matched the serial number of the report." So I was like, "Yeah, that's my laptop."
Ding, 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 ding,
So-
ding, 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 ding.
So we arranged a place to meet to pick up the laptop, and he's like, "Yeah, so is this it?" And he shows it to me. I'm like, "Yeah, my laptop is, I didn't see anything broken on it, and it seemed to work just fine. The only thing that I had to do was I had to buy a power supply. I had to buy a place to plug it in.
But that
So
was it.
that was it.
That was it.
So then after I
Ooh.
plugged it in and, turned it on.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I was working on up until that point was still in my autosave, and everything was still there. And so
who you know?
yeah,
okay,
now,
I don't know nobody. They get their electronics just recovered from the police. Y'all know we be submitting reports all the time. You don't hear from the police on no electronic report. That thing gone, baby. It's gone usually.
Yeah.
So that I thought that was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So now we're filming on it right now, and hope it looks all right.
And
it looks
here
all
we
good
are.
for my point of view. So yeah, I'm just happy and blessed that I can continue creating and continue do. Oh, you know what, fam? Hey. All right. So quick update. I forgot to press record on the video, but now we're recording on the video. But you'll hear half of this on audio, so don't freak out that the video isn't working for the first section of this podcast. My bad. Won't happen again. But anyways, so yeah, we just want to talk about the podcast and what it's all about. But before we do that, I want to talk about the kind of inspiration that kind of started this, and that's one of my friends, Angela Elise. She has a podcast going on YouTube, YouTube/Angela Elise. I'll drop a link in the description. But she has a podcast talking about mental health and things like that. I listen to her a lot, and she talks about some really good stuff. So I recommend you check her out. And yeah, so here we go. The podcast.
The podcast. Is we starting it over? What is we doing? Because they didn't see my outfit. Well, here's my outfit now.
Yeah.
He said something about my outfit, and y'all couldn't even see my outfit. Here's my outfit.
Check out the outfit. Stand up if you want to.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Anyway, so here's the PK Vibez podcast. We just want to share, a few of our goals and what you're going to get. What are the vibes that you're going to get from PK Vibez, right? Okay, cool. So we just basically, I don't know, how do you want to explain our vibes?
So just to kind of give a little bit of a background for those of you that are not familiar with what a PK is, that stands for Pastor's Kid. Growing up, we
grew up. Yeah. We grew up as pastors' kids. Our father was a pastor in the church growing up. Unfortunately, we are ex-pastor kids now because our dad stopped being a pastor after our parents got a divorce. So that's that on that. But we still have PK vibes within us. I mean, once a PK, they say this to us all the time. Always a PK. So that's where the history comes from of our lives, basically. And so our experience as PKs in the real world. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows being a pastor's kid isn't all pastor kid stuff all the time. Maybe not, right? No? Okay.
Yeah, and what was I going to say? But yeah, just, like she said, we grew up pretty much mostly in the church. And so we're just going to talk about our experience outside of that and, kind of where our journey has led us to up until this point. What are some of your goals to hopefully get from this podcast? Maybe it's like people you would want to reach or things you want to learn about, things you want to maybe teach somebody, kind of.
I just want to get the message out there that it's okay to be in the church of God and love your life as a Christian, and as well as being aware that the world is real, that we live in the real world and everything ain't always praise the Lord. So that's what I want to reach, those people that, kind of feel off, whether it be you're in the church and you are embarrassed because you're listening to the Beyonce album, or whether you're outside of the church and you in the clubs and singing whatever you want to sing, but you still love God and you still want to go to church every week and you want to be accepted in that. That's the people that I want to reach, them in betweens. You know what I'm saying? Us. So what are your goals?
my goals is to my goals are to kind of on a similar vein, just trying to reach those people that are not quite like, you know, devoted churchgoers, and also those people aren't like just in these streets.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
that, but yeah.
And just kind of create kind of a community of people of like-minded people that, you know, just have a place to have conversations about, you know, the tough conversations of those struggles we might go through. Mm-hmm. What are some challenges you think we might face as we go on this podcast journey?
Oh, me. I got a slick mouth, and I already know y'all ain't gonna like some of the things that I got to say. But it's gonna be that. Mm-hmm. I promise you, it's just gonna be that. Y'all gonna feel how y'all gonna feel, and I'm still gonna say what I'm gonna say. So,
oh, by the way,
let that be that.
It's funny you said that. So, by the way, I'm gonna set this straight right now. I'm gonna establish the vibe right now. Sorry, Mom and Dad.
I'm not saying sorry, because they know their daughter.
We gonna be cussing on this show.
They know who their daughter be when they talk to me.
Actually, let me reiterate. We're gonna be fucking cussing.
Oh, not
on this show. Okay. So, if those of you that know us and are shocked by foul language, I'm sorry.
I know y'all be shocked by him. I know there's a couple of y'all that just went, Stephen just cussed. I never heard that in my life.
Yeah. To not only Mom, but like my students, sorry. Well, not too sorry, because
this is us. We gonna be ourselves on our stuff, on our shit, shall I say.
Yeah.
We're gonna be ourselves on our shit.
Yeah, so if that's something that makes you uneasy, that's how it's going to be.
And we already gave y'all the explanation. I don't want to hear no. Don't come in my comments talking about well, you're not representing for the PKs who are still PKs, though. What about us? If you don't like it, don't watch. But if for those that do like it, you are welcome, and we love you. Y'all and stuff.
Yeah. But, yeah. Not that we have anything against,
that we have anything against the current PKs.
No,
I mean.
But that's just not the lifestyle that we have, that we live. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, challenges. I think probably one of the biggest challenges for me personally is just shooting this, really. I ain't gonna lie, like, as you guys kind of notice, like, I have a little bit of a stutter and things like that, and I'm kind of nervous about, just kind of fighting through that and just being able to be on camera and have cohesive conversations. Mm-hmm. But we'll try to get through that one episode at a time, and I think with the more we do this, the more comfortable I get with it. I think the better it's going to be. Other challenges is kind of in that vein is just being in front of the camera too. I kind of consider myself more as a behind the scenes kind of person. Like, even with the students I teach, I write a lot of the music that they play. I don't necessarily play it myself. I just like being able to listen to the things and watch the things I create.
Right.
As opposed to like being
the creation.
Being the creation. So this is kind of a new vein for me. We kind of talked about it earlier. Faith is kind of like the showman. She likes to be in front of the camera.
I do, but I don't. It's so weird. Once I'm in front of the camera, I'm there. But getting me there is the toughest part. I swear it's the toughest part. It's my social anxiety. It's so weird. Like, I can be here, but getting me out of the house is the hardest thing. It's the hardest thing ever. So, yeah, like he said, it was definitely a journey getting here. Mm-hmm. It was definitely a journey getting here. I had to talk to my therapist and everything, y'all. I had to get my life together before I just got on the camera, because I think for me, I was more nervous because, like I said, I say a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And I know a lot of y'all think that I'm confident and I just say these things without thinking about it. But no, I actually do think about what I say. And I actually do get a little insecure sometimes about the crazy things that y'all disagree with. So it's just, building the confidence to get in front of the camera and just, kind of not care what y'all think. So that was getting to the point for me.
Yeah.
I had to get to that point in
and
order
also,
to do this.
Side note, we were actually scheduled to film this last week.
And I called my brother and I said, no, I ain't going to be able to do it. I ain't going to be able to do it.
And you know what? Low key, I was like, when I got that phone call, I was like, whoa!
I know!
Because I wasn't ready either.
I know!
I wasn't ready either. But, after some prep work, I told Faith, I was like, you know what? Let's just take this week to kind of mentally prepare ourselves. She said she went to therapy, which is awesome. Something I recommend for sure. Go to therapy.
Go to therapy, people. Prayer can't handle everything.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and I also told her to, film herself too, and just get used to talking to, the camera, talking to the camera. Even though there's not really anyone there, But yeah, get used to talking to the camera, and yeah. So talk about how did that go?
Oh, me talking to the
Yeah.
camera. Oh well, I did it with my boyfriend. Honestly, after we got off the phone, DJ sitting here with the camera talking about that's what we getting ready to do right now. I'm getting ready. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to start a podcast called Stop Dragging Ass. How about that? That's what I'm getting ready to do. So my boyfriend set up the camera and we just talked about what we talk about when we're together all the time. We just put the camera up and just put it on me, and I just got used to just doing weird stuff, singing in the background, doing a whole bunch of weird stuff. And that's how that went.
So, shout out to DJ. Look out for Stop Dragging Ass.
if he ever does, if he ever stops dragging ass, it actually posted.
That is funny.
So yeah, that's how that went.
Shout out to DJ, man. But yeah, I kind of did the same thing. I have a little, series of me just talking in my car about just some thoughts I had regarding the journey I want to take, and regarding my music, this podcast, and things like that. And yeah, I think that kind of helped me get comfortable with recording as well. What else?
I don't know.
Anything else that comes to mind?
That's the main thing. Let's see, what else did we say that we wanted to talk about? I think that's the main things. That's the main points.
Yeah. So yeah, if you kind of like the vibe, is there someone you like to plug?
Oh, I need to plug Shady by J.
Okay.
These glasses are from Shady by J. That's also a website, shadybyj.com. Go get you some. Order
Black
you some.
owned company.
They are on Instagram. Black owned. They are on Instagram. She's on Instagram. It's a single woman, black owned. So yeah, find her, Shady by J.
Even though they're not shades.
Don't even worry about it. I have shades that actually have great UV protection. Now these these are definitely style glasses, but if you need some UV protection, sis got you, okay? She got you. And look, and these, they sit on top of my head and they don't get caught in my naps. Get you some, okay? Don't worry about it.
So Shady by J. Check them out. We'll put that in the link in the description.
I will.
So yeah. But yeah, if there's nothing else you want to talk about, anything you bring up, we just want to use this opportunity to thank you, those that listened to this point. We'll get better about production and making sure I press record. Oh my goodness!
Y'all bear with us; it'll be all right.
This is the first one. Might as well knock out the mistakes in the first one, right?
Might as well, and then we can go back years later and look at this video and laugh and be like, remember you forgot?
Well. But yeah, so if you like what we're doing, what we're about, we encourage you to subscribe to the channel, Brother in Blue Media. Subscribe to my other channel, Brother in Blue Music.
I ain't got nothing to subscribe to right now, boo. Subscribe to this.
Subscribe to this.
PK Vibes, boo.
We'll try to get more of a consistent schedule of busting these videos out for you guys. Subscribe, like the channel. If you like it, feel free to share it with your friends. If there's anything that you guys liked about today's topics, let us know.
There's something you guys want to talk about.
Questions, things like that. Drop them in the comment section below. Also, one more thing is there's also a Brother in Blue music. I'm going to change it to media soon. Brother in Blue music Patreon for as low as $1 a month. Check that out if you're believing in what we're doing. And you can also submit your questions and topic ideas on there as well. But if there's nothing else to talk about, we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, guys.
Peace.